Ez made another one. You already know the thing. So, in this topic we're going to get into, we're going to spin the block in his waist, man, David. So we got some updates and some timelines, and people's been knowing this stuff from like a few years ago. Let's just get straight into the video. Got an update from the boy Flocko. Let's go.
We now have a clearer picture of when David may have met Celeste, and is worse than we all thought. David may have met Celeste when she was only 10 years old. And this has been verified and talked about by some first-hand people who may have been there.
Just stop it there for a sec. 10 years old. I ain't got no words for that, bro. Like, you're not even where you need to be. You need to be somewhere else, like, somewhere a couple feet under, cause that's just mental.
So before David was David, he used to go by the name Chronic Ant.
4 hours in the woods with Chronic Ant.
Chronic Ant was a really good Fortnite player.
Oh, wait. Hey.
When Celeste was first identified, I had came across some comments that said that they knew David, they used to play the game with him, and he used to always have his girl around. Looking back on everything now, they 100% think that that was Celeste.
This sickens me, dude. I was in a zone wars with...
And they're probably right. Obviously, that's not concrete evidence yet, but they were probably right, bro. Like, I'll be so real. Let's just keep it going.
both of them, and thought the little girl in the lobby was someone's sister on the game. I always had a weird feeling about him. I didn't even know he was David.
I'm trying to find a clip of me, Celeste, and David in a call. I knew I should have said something, bro. I thought he was just being normal. We were queuing up in Fortnite with random people, then we queued up with Celeste. At first, it was normal. Like 3 months go by, and I notice it's getting weird. Like, how does he know her entire story? I'm thinking he's just being nice to this kid like a brother. It got weirder every time we would play together. Eventually, he did his own thing.
I was in a lobby while she was there, and that was only one time. I assumed it was someone's sister. Thinking of everything makes more sense now.
Do you remember anything weird about the conversation? Do you remember her username?
I don't remember her username, but there wasn't any weird vibes. We were playing Zone Wars, and she'd just make little comments like everyone while playing. But Ant would joke about SA all the time, and other weird things like severe dark humor, and everyone that's played with him can confirm.
What year and month was this, if you can remember?
January, February 2020, or can be 2021, because it was before I stopped playing, and I stopped playing around then.
And you're sure it was her?
100%. Couldn't have been anyone else.
That's mad. So that's what I'm saying. People's been knowing this. It's been a thing online. It's just been in the public. Do you get it? Obviously, you're all playing a game. Like, it's weird that you're playing with kids, but you're all on a game, innit? But still, you shouldn't. All these interactions with minors and kids, it's just disgusting, bro. It's just disgusting behavior. Like, I don't know how someone could bring themselves to be doing that. Just, you know what I'm even mad. Just keep it going.
Yo, I'm watching the live right now, but I just want to say this because me and my friend are trying to recall everything. We were all in a Fortnite team called Chronic, which is where I met him. He met her in like 2021 through Fortnite, I'm pretty sure. And then he made her get Discord. Everyone in the team knew about her, and he would joke about it and brush it off every time it got mentioned. That's all I personally know, but my friend Pistol knows more because they talked way more. She would literally say he her, but then follow it up with a joke. So I don't know if she was being for real or not. He was also just a weirdo, to be honest. He used to send in group chats.
If everything that they allege was true, David was 15 years old and Celeste was 10.
I've never seen anybody obsessed with gore that turned out to be a normal human being. I've never seen somebody who is so obsessed with gore, they're sending pictures of people getting cut up, dead body, and they ended up being a normal, productive, fruitful human being.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Like, you know how it starts from young, where like them people, they start with insects and bugs and stuff, start killing them and moving mad with them. Then they might move up to like other little animals like frogs and, like, God forbid, like cats and stuff. Like, you know, moving disgusting. And then, yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of things that lead to it, especially nowadays, yeah, where like, we're desensitized to a lot of things, innit? Cause we just see a lot of things just on our phone. Like, you can just go on your phone now and just search up a mad thing and just watch it all day. So we're desensitized to a lot of things. Like, back in the day, you didn't have access to all of these things just like that. But now, everyone's got access to it. You could just search anything, watch anything. So yeah, we're desensitized to a lot of things.
It's never happened. Now, a 15-year-old hanging out with a 10-year-old is odd. It's very odd, especially if you are or somebody who's finding interest in her. Right now,
it's dark. It's not odd, it's dark. That's darkness.
I understand they're both minors. I guess, but that's still nasty. It's still creepy. It's still weird, right? It's still just as bad as him being, I don't know, 20 and 21 or 19 and 20 dealing with a 14 and 15-year-old. It's still just as bad. He was turning 16. Because I believe David is like 5.5, maybe 5 and 7 or 8 months older than Celeste. So he was turning 16. So no, I don't feel like this is any better that he met her when he was a minor. No, like you as a 16-year-old or 15-year-old, you should have no interest in a 10-year-old. You are creepy and you are freaking weird, right? It's bizarre.
Yeah, facts. Like to be even entertaining that behavior, entertaining anything, like any type of game, to be entertaining anything, you're disgusting, bro. You're wrong. So yeah.
See, I'm not surprised because everybody who knew David at that time, or the people who were around David in that Discord, or fans who were like really close to David and knew intimate details about, I guess, his like social life, they were all considering David like an absolute creep and weirdo. Like in this particular TikTok where David is asking people, does anybody have any tips on how to not be the literal worst person in the world? So he considered himself the worst person in the world. I wonder why. Somebody commented like, yo, just don't fool around with minors. It's literally not that hard. And this,
you see what I mean? Like it's all been there. Look at the year, 2023. It's just all been there, just out in the open. It's mad.
This was in 2023. So this was an open thing that everybody who was around this dude or who knew intimate details about him knew, right? That he was a diddler, right? Now, but he surrounded himself by people and fanboys who will go above and beyond to protect him and hide his secrets of diddling. We even seen when he was live and he told everybody, delete this, delete this, delete this, when Celeste let it slip that he was raping her. Now, this particular...
Yeah, there's clips. You can search it. There's clips online. There's video clips of what it looks like both of them together. Like, why are you together with this minor? Do you get it? Why is she in your presence? Why are you speaking to her like? It's done. It's done, bro. He needs to, you know, Kalas, finish. He needs to finish. Like, it needs to be gone. Cause we don't need people like that around. Literally. And then look at the result. Look what happened. It's disgusting, man. Let's keep it going.
The person is another fanboy. His name is Zerx. This is a leaked Discord message. This is September 13th, 2025. This is like 5 days after Celeste's body was found. And you know what this fanboy is telling people in the Discord? People who knew intimate details about Celeste and David's relationship. This fanboy is telling people, hey, bruh, don't say nothing about the matching tattoo that David and Celeste had. You know, because if you say that, you know, it'll get David in trouble. I'm like, what?
You see what I mean? It's all there. It's all there. And this is the thing, like, if people like, you know, Flacco and that, and these people online can dig this out, what do you think the feds are doing, bro? What do you think they've got? It's done.
You really, yo, I'll be real, yo. A minor body is found chopped up in his Tesla. And the first thing on your mind is, hey, bruh, do not give too much information that could get David in trouble. It was people like this that protected David for so long, and why David was able to even do this to Celeste and get him.
And there's people that's still out there protecting him. You know, all dirtbags, bruv. You know, all waste, literally.
Away with it. I can't even tell you how old that Discord mod is, right? I guess if it's like a 13-year-old in Discord typing this, is some excuse for it, right? Because, you know, like you're 12, you're an idiot at that age. You don't know no better. You look at David as your God and you probably think, you know, he's completely innocent. And David was really great at selling this dream that he was innocent, right? Because messages leaked of David talking to people around him after Celeste's body was found and while he was being investigated. And from these messages, bruh, like you will think this is some type of God-fearing, super Christian guy and not this super gore-obsessed pedo in which David is.
So David's messages got leaked that had his thoughts when the investigation was ongoing for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And these messages were leaked by a singer named Caden Neese, who has had an online relationship with David for years. And big apologies to Caden Neese, because I did think that these DMs ended up being fake, but after some research, comes to find out they are actually real. Found out one way where you can make sure that this is actually David's account, and it's to scroll to the top in the messages, and where it says view profile, then you would click on it, and if it...
Yeah, you got some mad people out there, I'm not gonna lie. There's some mad people still, like, a man's body was found in man's car, and then you got people still saying this, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let's keep it going.
Takes you to David's page, then you know that these DMs are legitimate. And after he reassured me this is real, he did send me that exact video that I asked for, and just watch. So after doing all of my research, running it through AI, also doing the way where you can verify this is a real message, and also his words saying that they are a real message, and seeing the messages that he had with David all the way since 2023, it seems like these DMs are accurate. But now let's get into what they actually say. So on October 15th at 10:30, he said to David, "I pray it's just all misinformation. The internet sucks." David says, "It really does. So much twisted and fake." He responds, "I'm sorry, dude." And David said, "God bless you, twin. Keep going with your music. Don't stop for nothing." And mind you, in October was literally just a month after Celeste Rivas Hernandez has been identified in the front of David's Tesla.
This was a month after she was found. Now, if he was writing these messages the day she was found, an hour after she was found, it's still disgusting, but maybe it's excusable. But this was a month after. You know how much information we had about this a month?
This is what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. From the fact that she was found in your car, you're already... From the fact that you're even involved in... Like, your name is in the same sentence as this young girl. It's already done from there. Why is your name in the same sentence as a minor? It's already finished from there. Yeah? So... It's done. It's done. Let's keep it going.
We knew for a fact David and Celeste had an inappropriate relationship going on a month after she was found. We knew this for a fact. The entire internet knew David was an absolute deplorable pedo a month after Celeste was found. But you're in his DMs, writing him saying, "Hey, bro, I know you innocent, bro." Huh? You know he innocent? Excuse me? Excuse me? And you're gonna release these messages as if what? Like we're gonna look at these messages and only get on David? No, bro, you just exposed yourself, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, homie. Now, Caden done put his TikTok on private for good reasons, bro. Because we not reading these messages and thinking, oh my God, David, no, we look at this and say, David, you's a POS, you are a pedo, you're terrible. But who is this Caden Nice dude, man? Who is this guy who's telling David, "Oh, the internet is sucks and it's terrible," you know?
No, facts. You're a waste man like him. Like, literally, your hard drive needs to get checked. Car, that's mad. How you enabling that kind of behavior, bro? Them kind of, and all the facts come out, like, you're moving mad, literally. But we're not gonna dive too long into Flacco's video. Big up Flacco, man. Just check out his thing on his channel. But yeah, what it is for me is these things have been floating around on the internet for time. Like, you see the timelines and the dates in the comments. There's videos, there's Discord videos, there's too much stuff, man. Well, I don't know about Discord videos, but there's videos out there, you know. Just search it up if you really want to. But my whole thing is, the shoot is cooked. He's finished, literally. And I'm going to keep updating and keep doing my little reactions on it because, you know, I need to see how fried he is, literally, because this is madness. Like I said before, from when your name is associated with a minor, it's done from there, man. This kind of stuff just pisses me off, I'm not even going to lie. But let me know your thoughts on whatnot in the comments. What do you think is going to happen next? You know, there's mountains of evidence. There's terabytes of evidence. What do you mean terabytes? Do you know how much stuff you have to fit 1 terabyte? And then my man's got multiple terabytes of evidence. Bro, it's done. But that's about it from me, man. Let me know your thoughts and all of that in the comments. I'm out.
Hey, oh, you don't want no smoke. Hey, oh, you don't want no smoke. Hey, oh, you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke.
Smoky settings for you and your presence, then man, and whatever. Get Caesar and Pepper, she giving out clever. That knowledge that all the above getting turned in the back of the rental. Telling no pressure, then man getting pressure, be ran like medieval times, heads getting severed. Who's that looking all 10 out of 10? That's me staring back in the mirror.